Hello my crafty friends, my name is Mary and welcome to my channel, Cut, Glue, Relax. I have been purchasing some things for junk journaling over the past week and a half, and I just wanted to share with you some of the nice things that I got and that you don't have to go and buy brand new. My first purchase that I got was this. This was a stack of bingo papers. And I like the fact that they're papers and not cards. And on Amazon, they run, $10 or more. And I was able to obtain these on Poshmark. And the price of Poshmark plus shipping and handling was less than what Amazon had. And I've been looking for these for a while. And my budget just, sometimes just $10 isn't there. And especially just for one thing that's going to come on the front steps. That kind of bugs me. That I only get like one thing at a time. Like I want to get a bunch of stuff at a time, but it's okay. So I was able to get these. I was really excited, and it's a brand new stack. I think it's the 100 stack because this looks like about 50. But that was one of my first things. One of the second things that I had purchased off of Poshmark was this. This is a bag of, or a lot of hem bindings, seam tapes, twill, rickrack, and other kinds of lace items. And I was really excited to get this because I have been sewing for many, many years. Clothing, quilting, but I never really used, I used seam binding, but I would use it all up. And I have some of the twill bias tape, but again, I pretty much used it all up. I never really used, for quilting, I never really used hem binding, where is it, hem facing, hem binding, the hem tapes, because my mom taught me how to sew. And she said, you don't really need all that because the fabric lays much easier if you just take your time and make a nice, fine, hand-sewn hem. And that's what I've done all my life. The majority of the hemming that I do, even if I have to do it in bulk, is done by hand. It doesn't take that long. I just make a little, hidden stitch that goes around, and it doesn't take that long. So I was really excited when I got this. I mean, this was like $6 plus shipping and handling, and I was just amazed at how much I have, because some of the lots on Poshmark are up to $60. I was like, and it wasn't much more than this. I think this was I want to say 16 things, I think, something around there. And the ones that were like $60 and more weren't really that much. I know there's one on there that had 30 items in it, and it was a substantial price, but I was really happy with this. And then my daughter is visiting from California, and one of the places that we went to was the local thrift store. And when I was there, this is what I got, and I paid $6.96 for all of this. It's amazing what I got for $6.76. So I think I am good to go. These are great for working with dangles. These are good for just using as lace. I know that they're called flexible or flexi lace seam bindings, but this lace and the rickrack especially comes so handy in journaling, and this does also. This is also another thing that you can just put along the edge of a card. I really like it, and I think that I'm good to go for a while. I really was able to pick up a couple good things, and again, it was Poshmark and your local, well, my local thrift store. And I had been looking in that thrift store for something like this, because every once in a while I would go in there and I'd see a bag of this and I wouldn't buy it because, what do I need that for? And then when I started junk journaling, it's like one of the first things that I watched on the channels, one of the artists I watched was like, don't throw away anything. And I haven't. I mean, the majority of my craft room is a recycle bin, and it drives my husband crazy, but I use all of the empty like granola bar and Welch's fruit snacks, all of those boxes. I slice them up and they make excellent journals, tags, and cards. In fact, this is the nutritional edge, the nutritional side of a box of, I don't know if it was a double wide. It might, I think this is one I cut in half, but it was from an oatmeal box. And they're like perfect. It's a bookmark, or just a thin journal card, or something. I mean, it's amazing what you can do with them. And you just put coffee, excuse me, sorry, let me put that down. You just put coffee, dyed paper on one side, and some music paper or old book pages on the other side, and bam, you have a nice piece of ephemera. Very little work. One of the final things that I was able to get, I got this off of eBay. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Another thing that I've been looking at for eBay is postage stamps. And this is a seller. Let me see if I can find her name. I know I wrote it down. Here it is. It's bring it up. It is Open Barn Stamps, Ephemera, and More on eBay. And she has great prices. And another thing she has is free shipping, because she just puts it in an envelope and sends you all kinds of pretty stamps that you can cut out and use yourself. And I think she's in Massachusetts, and she does great. And we were talking back and forth, and she even gave me some extra stamps. She just said, "You're so nice, I'm going to give you some extra stamps," and I greatly appreciate it. So I got a little bit of freebies, and I'm assuming that she would do that with most people. And this was the first set I got. They were just, I think these were international or worldwide stamps that they say they're called hinged, which means it has paper on the back. Normally it has the little hinge that collectors use in a collector's item. I've been finding that they call stamps hinged or unhinged. And unhinged is when the gum arabic is not messed with and it's full, ready to go to be licked and put on, and hinged or not. But these are some very pretty stamps that I definitely will be using. Here's a floral, here's a botanical, oh, here's an old world master, here's another one. I know one of them is Raphael. I can't remember who the other artist is. But yeah, there's a lot of great things that you can find. And I use stamps all the time. I'm always making faux stamps. I stick them everywhere. I put them on the backs of tickets, and there, I'm done. Decorated, next. It's great. And I don't do a lot of mass. I don't make a lot at a time. A lot of people do the mass making, where they sit and make a whole ton of stuff. I really don't do that. I don't have a whole bunch of craft space. I'm in my breezeway. In fact, you can hear my oxygen machine next to me as it's going off. And oh, in about 5 minutes, my husband's grandfather clock will go off. This was another set that I had ordered from her. Again, I think they were worldwide stamps, international stamps, because I just think that they're pretty. Most of them have Queen Elizabeth on them. Some of them are from, let me see, where are they? I guess they all went to the bottom. I went through them. Oh, maybe not. There were a lot in here that had Queen Elizabeth on them, and they were from, oh, here's one. They were from Australia and New Zealand. I saw one earlier when I had these out earlier when I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do on my video, and I had one. So there's Romania. I had one that was from Poland, and I was so excited because I'm a second generation Polish on both sides. Oh, here it is, Polska. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm just amazed at the amount of stamps, and they're gorgeous. And these again, see, there's a hinge. That's what a collector would do, to put that into their book, their collector book, their stamps edition. But here are some more of Queen Elizabeth. She's all over the stamps, and it's great. I haven't gone in too closely. I'm not even going to go through and break them down in the country. I'm just going to keep them in this envelope, and when I have some, oh my goodness, there's another Polish one. And when I go through making something, I'm just going to pull this out, find some colors that I think will coordinate well with it, or pop, and then I will definitely use them. But yeah, and look, see, it says extras, WW off paper. I'm not sure what that means. Worldwide, maybe. Those are her own way of doing things. And the lady is really, really nice. I had planned on ordering more stamps from her because she has like a lot of florals and insects. Any variety she has. She has just about everything. I really suggest, if you want something, one of the artists said, if you want stamps, just go to the local post office and buy 1-cent stamps. I mean, think of it. You get 50 stamps for $50 for 50 cents, and there you go. You can put them on your ephemera, whatever you make, journal tags or whatever, and there it's decorated for a penny. But her stamps are really pretty. I suggest you go visit what she has, and it's really neat. So anyways, I was going back to her website to look up and buy some floral. I wanted some florals and some botanicals, and I saw that she was, and I just looked up ephemera on her little store, and I found this bundle that she had, and I had to get it. I mean, I saw the pictures of these cute little books, and the one thing that caught my eye was, I don't know if I'm going to find it. Of course I'm not. Here's part of it, but it's a travel guide from the 60s that her relative used for Tobago. And it's just glorious. Now this type of thing, I'm not going to cut this up. I am going to put this through my copy machine and make copies of it and cut that up. But I'm going to keep this as my main thing. But my daughter and I were going through the books because these things are apps. Oh, here's another thing from Trinidad and Tobago. See, an accommodation list for the resort that they were at. This is so cool. Now check out the prices. $10, $12, $8 for a room. It's amazing. I thought that was so cool. I really had to have this. So anyways, my daughter and I were going through this, and this particular item, I put this in the plastic. This is a postcard, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Isn't that cool? And I was telling my daughter about, I've also been buying a lot of postcards. Like, I'm going to have to do a separate video on them. That's how many postcards I have. I really bought a lot. And they weren't that much, but I bought a lot, so it ended up being a lot of money. But I didn't care. I bought a lot. I bid on a lot of packs, and I was able to get them for like less than $2, less than $3. It was really amazing. But anyways, back to this. I showed it to my daughter, and she's like, oh my God. She goes, there's the Duomo. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. She's like, in that building. She goes, that's where my apartment was. She had just finished spending 4 months in Italy on as a student with the university that she went to, and they went to Florence. And I didn't know that Florence was Firenze. I didn't know that was the same thing. But yeah, this is where she is. So I pulled out one of the plastics, and I'm gifting this to her. So I really appreciate the lady that runs the Open Barn Stamps, Ephemera, and More store, that I can gift this to my daughter, and she'll keep it as a memento of when she went to Italy. You know, she has pictures of herself. There's a park here, and she's standing right about here, and there's pictures of the scene, and she's standing there that her roommates took pictures of. It's just, I'm just so grateful. Sorry for the glare. I'm just so grateful to have given her something. And the lady was so nice. I opened up this package, and her note was, thank you. A lot of my family history is in this lot. I'm happy it is going. Let me stop while the clock bangs and does its little music. Just one moment, please. I'm sorry. Okay, we're over. I'm not talking over it. It says, thank you. A lot of my family history is in this lot. I'm happy it is going to a good new home and new use. Enjoy, Leela. Isn't that nice? I just thought that was amazing. And I bought this. The shipping and handling was like $7, but they have such cute, this book is so cute. This is just adorable. Look at these pictures, and they're all poems. This is another thing that I'm going to copy in order to cut up and use. Can you see these? Can you see this? Like this part right here on a tag with this shrunken down and underneath of it. That would look awesome. Like here's a tag. This is one that I made from a box. This is from a book that I bought. But can you imagine it? I can get that picture on there, and then I can shrink this down and put it on the bottom. And they just have all of this. It's just so cute. I just love it. And then this, my daughter's like, you're really not gonna rip these apart, are you? I'm like, no, these are all gonna get copied. Look at this cute little, this is just adorable. Adorable, 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 to quote my friend Leslie. But this is an ABC book. They are so cute, with cute little kids in it. You know? And then there's another one. There's a few more books, children's books in here. I think that this was her grandmother's stuff, the lady that I bought it from. This is another alphabet book. Just beautiful. And then these cute little, there's two little books from this series. I don't know who they are, but this is Edward Lear did the same book. And that's, I think, her grandmother's name. The Owl and the Pussycat. It's another one that's written in like rhyme with poems. Just wonderful. And there's a drawing. But isn't that beautiful? All this ephemera. It's amazing what you do if you just slow down and look. I mean, it's like I've been on eBay now for about a good 6 months, and this is like the first one that I found. Like most ephemera is not out of my price range, but it's not exactly cheap. People know what they're selling, and they know the value, and they know that we're going to buy it because we love this stuff. But oops, sorry, I knocked into the camera. Let me see if I can get that to stop shaking. There you go. And here's the all about cathedrals with beautiful pictures. I kind of looked through this. Here's Dennis the Menace cartoons or comics. I don't know if you're familiar with Dennis the Menace. So cute. Where else was there? There was this. There were some botanicals. I love this. I like this part. She has some of these. I have books like this that are glossy, and they have these drawings in them. I have a couple Peterson guides, and I have some other ones, but I don't have anything like this. They're actual illustrations. I just think that's beautiful. That is a piece of art. Just beautiful. And it's beautiful. I'll never draw this well, and this person that did, it was just a one-off illustration. I just can't believe how beautiful they are. And there's another book. It's a guide to Perugia with a plan. With a plan. The man with the plan. I really didn't open this before. You know, if this is getting too long, I'll just stop. And nope, I'm getting it, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. Is it in English? Yeah, it's in English, and there's a little map in there that you can I can make copies of. Be careful, it's already starting to break apart there. I gotta be careful with that. And there are some stickers. What are they? Not trunk stickers. Bumper stickers that you put on your bumper. Oh, this is from my daughter. She sent that. Got in that pile. I'd like to give this to my son because he has a big truck. It's from 2001. I don't know what this is. Some kind of advertisement. Again, that's what ephemera is. Another sticker. Here's another book, a little Bible study book. I like these little books too with these little kids in it. So sweet. And then this was in the bottom. This was some type of an award that she, oh, Qantas Empire Airways Limited. Oh, it says, having gallantly crossed our equator in a skyship, now becomes a free man of the air, and all rights, benefits, and prerequisites reserved for those who cross between hemispheres and airliners are hereby graciously bestowed. That's cute. It looks like something that was given, oh, 1963. It was something that was given out to either the kids or probably the children that were on the plate to be part of the flying group. But that's really cute. I love what they did for marketing back in those days. Well, that's it for the things that I bought. I hope you enjoyed looking at the ephemera that I was able to come across, and maybe you guys can go and look on yours, on your on your journeys, and post some of your ephemera. I love watching videos like this. I want to say thank you. Have a good time, my crafty friends. Be safe. Bye.